Gospel Hour, and it's Donnie, and it's Josh, and it's Heath, and it's Erik Gallegos has returned. He's back with us today.
Me, hello. So they got rid of one of my balls.
That's the band. That's the Godawful band now. Is that noisy thing?
On the keys, we've got John.
What is that
Dees.
god-awful sound? Well,
Do you think Lance Armstrong having one ball made him more aerodynamic on the bicycle?
I think it was the steroids.
Yeah, it's probably the steroids.
I think it was the
doping,
insane
the
amount.
blood doping.
Dude, did you ever watch
He did the same thing everyone else does. He took his blood out and spun it around and put it back in.
That motherfucker should not have won the Tour de France. He should have won a fucking Nobel Prize for science.
I know.
For what?
Dude, so like
What, being hot? What?
he's so hot. Oh my
bald
god.
hot guy.
The Nobel Prize.
I
of
guess that he like
hotness.
swims
chicks
a
that
lot.
No,
don't like
because
balls, that is
okay,
hot.
if you
That
want
one ball.
if you want a serious answer, Eric, it's because so they did this thing called blood doping, which is they would take these. Okay, there's this stuff in your blood.
That sounds dope.
Hemoglobins?
What's it called, Donnie? You know what it is, Donnie.
It's the oxygenation of the blood.
Yeah, basically, like if you deprive yourself of oxygen, you have more of this stuff in your blood to make up for it.
Yeah.
And it makes you have more endurance.
Yeah.
So that's why people train at high altitudes.
It's called cum.
So,
Crack.
Give cum in your blood.
Basically, whatever they do is they take their blood out when it had a whole lot of like red blood cells or whatever that's highly oxygenated,
Yeah.
and then right before the race, they would put it back in their bodies, and
spin it around.
Yeah, and so that they can have way more oxygen in
So
their
they
blood.
bring one of those centrifuges out with them.
Yeah, they were literally doing blood transfusions
Was
in
that
the
like
middle of
illegal,
the
or-
Tour de France.
Yeah,
It was
that's,
highly
that's,
illegal.
That's performance enhancing.
So basically, they would take
behaviors,
the performance enhancing drugs, get the high shit in their blood, take it out. So take the blood out of themselves.
So
that
when they test it, because they would test them, but there was enough of a gap between when they tested them and when they actually started the race that they could like covertly go in and like put their blood, their doped blood, back in their bodies, and then
It was
just
crazy.
They were saying it takes the same effect, has the same effect as like a half-hour power nap.
You should
Spin
watch
your
the
blood
Lance
around.
Armstrong
Just a
strong
skipping.
biopic. It's like it's like science fiction, the shit they were doing.
So if taking naps make you a good bicyclist, then why is my wife not the best bicyclist in the entire world?
'Cause you still
I wonder if they can do that with your blood with like fun drugs. Like take out
just
your blood.
Put the cum
blood
in it.
transfuse yourself with like ecstasy or something.
Yeah, like you're
They don't
like
call it ecstasy anymore, and it still causes ecstasy, right? They call it Molly.
Yeah, or it was just MDMA is
It was
the
E when I was
yeah.
doing it.
yeah.
It kind of just depends.
'Cause I thought that Molly was like just the active ingredient of ecstasy, and ecstasy had something else in it.
Yeah, ecstasy was always supposed to be like a cut version.
Which
That like
one?
everybody was like openly knew was like could be something else.
Yeah.
You got to cut
Would
it.
you guys like to hear from someone who did all of the ecstasy on the
Yeah.
entire East Coast in the 1990s?
No, I don't believe you.
They had pills
Yeah.
called Mitsubishi Triple Stacks. They had the Mitsubishi logo on them, and they were like looked like they compressed in someone's basement of E, but had speed in it.
Those are legendary. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
hearing about triple
there was
stacks.
there was like H based and like and meth based.
But if you could get MDMA, that was awesome. That was like mainlining. We
Yeah.
put it in OJ and got fucked up.
Orange
I
juice?
got to do MDMA at one point.
Dude, one time I did mushrooms straight out the shit, and we just blended them up in like a pitcher with orange juice.
I did that too. How did you clean yours?
We just drank it all, and then
How'd you clean the shit off the? Please tell
like-
me you
he's
cleaned
like,
the
don't-
shit off the mushroom.
no,
What are you talking about?
Dude.
Clean.
cow shit is just grass that's been chewed up. It's not bad.
A little dirt don't hurt nobody.
I mean, it's been filtered through 4 stomachs, so it's fine.
It's vegetarian
Dude,
poop.
cow shit is the cleanest shit you can. Don't even worry about it.
yeah. Girl
We-
piss
we
is
owe
the
them
cleanest
eating
piss
their
you can
shit.
drink is girl's piss.
I thought you were talking about the blender. I was like, it's just orange juice and mushrooms. It's such a small amount. Plus, they don't have shit all over them. They grow out of the shit. You don't eat the bottom part of the mushroom.
You don't.
You pick it. You pick
That's
the
the
part. You pick the part that's sticking out of the poop.
You don't reach your fingers all the way in there, like.
Actually, I eat the poop around the mushroom, and then I eat the mushroom.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's an hors d'oeuvre.
Gonna pretend like
It's
you don't go
great.
for the roots.
that's why they call it a cow pie,
Right.
because you eat it.
All right, you guys want to do?
Cow poop.
Because you eat it.
You guys want to do the news up top? Topical news.
Yeah.
Yeah, topical news.
I don't have any. Do you
Trump-
have it?
Yeah, Trump's executive order made everyone in the United States a female because he said everyone born with a small reproductive organ at conception.
Yeah, at conception. There's
female.
we only recognize two genders and two sexes, male and female, at conception. But at conception, everybody is female.
Yeah.
If he'd watched Jurassic Park, he would know that. Because the scene-
DNA.
Yeah, the scene whenever
Damn.
Ian Malcolm is trying to poke holes in everything, and yeah,
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, remember that?
Mhm.
Hold on
Remember
to your
Jurassic
butts.
Park? Yeah.
So, as a woman, I'd like to tell you guys, right on, sister. We're all girls here.
Hell yeah, my pussy's bleeding.
I'm hiding all the jokes in my pussy.
My pussy's bleeding.
So,
I think-
Eric, the
Look how
last
bad
time
it
you were
bleeds.
here, we were not living under Nazi Germany, but
Yes.
or we weren't living in the golden age of America, because whenever he got inaugurated his speech, he said the golden age of America starts now.
Oh.
So it's either that or we're in Nazi Germany.
What if I didn't? That's how his farts sounded that day.
Trump
What?
fart.
1 second, 1 moment, everyone.
I gotta let one. I gotta let one rip. That was awesome. Tell me you got that.
That was a good one, babe. That's Melania in the back. Sorry.
That was very good. I am dressed like a bad guy in an 80s movie. Did you see it?
what fucking Tim
Fucking
Dillon
hat.
said?
Oh, is that what he said?
He said something. He was like, gangster. That shit was gangster,
Yeah,
Melania.
yeah.
Yeah, that the thing though that Nazis didn't have, the way that they were able to come to power and take over everything, was that they didn't have bitchy people on social media calling them Nazis.
Oh, those were the Jews.
So
they got
I think
rid of them.
I think that we're
Get rid
going
of all the bitchy people.
I think we're going to stop the Nazis now by calling them Nazis on Blue Sky, right?
Get
I think
rid of all the
Blue ski-
complainers and
Yeah.
whiny people.
I think the Nazis back then, if they were like, "You're a Nazi," they'd be like, "Yes, I'm a Nazi. I'm here to kill your family." This is Heil Hitler.
Yeah, they still have
It has good benefits. I don't even want to be like ripping their heart out or anything
It's
like
pretty
I like how
crazy
me and
that
you
the-
both kind of did a Russian.
that. Yeah, that's not the right one.
Heil
Where's
Hitler.
your,
in the
where's your lapel
vodka.
pin? You have a lapel on now. You can put it
Oh
on.
yeah, it's in my pocket.
Stop
It's
hiding
it's
in my
me
pussy.
pocket. I hide it in my pussy.
Righto.
I mean, shouldn't they just actually be coming out and saying that they're Nazis now, because it's
Yeah,
okay,
because
right?
we are in
Yeah.
dictatorship.
Yeah, and I was like, everybody has. No, I'm not a Nazi. Everybody has to like pretend they're not a Nazi. It's
The
like
Gulf
no,
of
it's-
America now, not the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, no, yeah. Google Maps is updating it to
No,
We
the
did
Gulf
it.
of America.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. We're gonna do.
Mission accomplished.
Can I do my bit about that?
Yeah.
Donald Trump has changed the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and he's deporting all of the immigrants. So he has been reading my letters.
And now, so yeah, they changed the Gulf, the name of the Gulf. They changed the name of the mountain, Denali, to the Mount McKinley back or whatever.
Is it true he did that so they could drill in the Gulf of Mexico?
Probably.
Drill for oil?
Yeah, drill, baby, drill.
Because
he
apparently
said.
there's a law that you can't drill for oil in the Gulf of Mexico.
But if you just change it to the Gulf of America,
Yeah.
I'm changing the name.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good.
That doesn't change the law, probably, but who gives a fuck? I'm the
That's
president.
our own goal. And then they're releasing all the files from JFK and everything. They're releasing the Challenger files. Actually, 6 people died in the Challenger explosion, but it was Jews, so they rounded up. That's why you always hear it was 7 astronauts.
Oh. Yeah.
Donnie had an awesome story last week about walking on the trail downtown that was rife for the pickens.
Matt Rife.
Some lady ran across, or let her dog run across with a
yeah,
leash.
yeah. It's, the part of the, I don't know if you've ever been to the Town Lake Trail where it goes under Mopac, and it's like a bridge that goes across the Town Lake right under Mopac. That's the part of the trail everybody runs.
That's Lady
walks
Bird
on.
Lake for you.
Oh, yeah.
you idiot.
Yes.
It's America,
Eric.
the Gulf of America.
Oh, the part where we people who work out run? Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
We changed all the names to all the bodies of water, the body of water of America.
Donnie,
Your bathtub is the bathtub of America.
Donnie and Eric see each other on
all
the
the
trail 'cause
banks
they
are now
work out.
Bank of America.
Heath and I are taking shits on the toilet, and while these two are working out
Yeah.
downtown.
But so the 2 most annoying people on the trail are
Jews?
the bike. Well, obviously, but
Complainers. Sorry, you're not allowed to say the loud part. Quiet.
It's too sunny
Whiny
out here.
online people. It's
Yeah.
code.
Well,
Why
well-
isn't he wearing his mask?
Well, number one is
His mask.
What about
your fellow man?
the first is the bicyclists, right? The people on bicycles. Those are obviously the Jews of the trail. But then
There's
there's
one-
Jews of the
also
The
trail.
bikes are the trains.
If they all went away, no one would care except for
A
them.
lot of bikes in the bottom of the river over there.
But then the other ones are, let's say, people, but mostly women, who take their dogs out and they let them go all the way across the trail with the leash and take up the entire trail where the leash is across the whole thing and you can't get around them. And I finally, after years, saw those two things collide.
It was a retractable leash, right? The wire.
Yeah. Yeah, some
Fuck, yes.
lady let her fucking dog go all the way across right as a bicyclist was coming up, and he hit it and fell, and it got all tangled up in the frame of his bike.
The whole
and the
handle
poor
was
dog was just
shit all
like
wound
that
into
and
his
all that.
wheel.
Yeah, and so I got to watch a bicyclist just berating a dumb bitch for letting her dog take its leash all the way across the trail.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I wish he would have.
I saw the pictures. It was Marshall Joe Rogan's dog, right?
By the time he calmed down and stopped yelling at her, he still had to untangle that
Yeah.
fucking thing from his bike for like another 30
Oh,
minutes.
that
Yeah.
sucks. Imagine being like, you fat fucking cunt, you fucking bitch.
Yeah.
1 second.
What if she's like, can I help you with that? Like, no, fuck off. Get out of here.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, I'm really sorry about that.
Well, she was doing
I
that
would-
passive aggressive, like,
Passive
I
on the left
understand that this
aggressive.
whole thing is my fault and I'm an idiot, but I'm still going to act like you're unreasonable for
Yeah.
yelling at me for being a fucking
Yeah,
retard.
I was raped.
Yeah, so
That's that
I-
shit, dude. I can't stand people do this thing where they're like, no, but like you're disrespect. The
Yeah.
disrespecting
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
My bad. You know what I mean? It's like
you
no, like
disrespected the rules of society.
yeah.
You don't get
Yeah,
to
like,
be in
you're-
society
but,
anymore.
But and I'm not allowed. It's like the thing like somebody fucks with you at work or something,
It's the gentleman's stitch.
and then you say something, and then you're the bad guy
Yeah.
because you want to punch a
Yeah,
lady.
now you're
this is why I
difficult
like
to
to
work
for you.
with.
that's why I like to date men.
Saying,
You're not going to
know?
hear a lot of complaining.
No, they don't
I was gonna
complain
say,
for
Unless
shit.
you
it's
date
like
a
a-
Jewish
dude, I would
guy.
be gay if like, you know,
Boobs
Yep.
weren't rad. If boobs weren't awesome, yeah, I totally
dude, I would totally be gay if, you know.
It's God's fault. He made boobs and
Whatever.
pussy rad.
Yeah. That's like, you know how I know being gay is not a choice? Because I'm not fucking gay.
You know how I know God is Loki is because we have to fuck women to make kids
Yeah.
and be around them.
I choose not to be gay every day.
Yeah.
That's the first thing
The journey of 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
begins
I
with-
say. I choose not to be gay, and I choose not to go to work. I'm
choose
sick.
life. Choose a ball.
I'm like, I'm not gonna be gay today. No beer for me. If you drink beer, you're gay.
But if one thing should
Now I'm
require,
just like an anti-alcohol.
if one thing shouldn't
Yeah.
require rules and instructions, it should be walking on a fucking trail.
Yeah.
But there's
Public trail.
signs posted. You can pass on the left.
Yeah.
On the
You're
real, I'm
always
happy
yelling
that
at
that-
each other.
I'm very happy that happened.
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah. Well, so then
What's the worst thing though? People playing their music, playing their music loud.
Black people talking on speakerphone.
Mm.
Watching a movie on their phone on the trail going, don't go in there.
Yeah. Well, there's a
Black
sign.
people talking on speakerphone.
I would-
They was roommates.
If I was walking on a trail, imagine if I was walking.
Join me.
If in some fantasy scenario. Yeah.
Join me in Galaxy Land.
If I- Suspend your disbelief for a minute and imagine I'm walking on a trail. If I see a black guy
This movie's unrealistic. I don't
watching a
wanna watch
movie,
This Disney movie's unrealistic. I don't want to watch it.
I would
anymore.
love, dude. I would follow that black guy around as he's watching the movie and be like, "Don't go in there." I'd be like, "Yeah, this is what I'm doing for the rest of the day."
Dude, I
Just
would have
follow
been the
that
black
around.
guy of the guy with the leash in this bike.
Oh,
I would have
shit,
stood right there and
yeah.
been like, tell his ass.
Yeah.
Now get her ass.
Yeah.
Now get up in his ass.
He called you a bitch.
Yeah. I
So-
heard him.
So what it happened as I was like coming upon it, right? Because I
Oh,
wasn't
you were
really
coming?
right. Well, you know,
Did you know jerking off is
Just
also
came and
frowned
jerked off on
upon?
the bike.
Father, come. We need you.
I'm the third worst person on the trail after the bike and the lady with the.
What's the
I'm the
first
guy
one
who
on it?
jerks off. Yeah.
So is it?
I'm trying to fix the viscosity of the gravel.
As he's jacking off, there's like somebody that walks
Bad
up
for
and
my
they're like recording
hocus.
themselves. World star.
Oh,
I can only get hard when a guy's yelling at a woman.
Yeah.
So
Thing wrapped
was
up.
that one of those trails where like no bikes allowed?
No, there's no
No,
bike. There's
it's a
bikes
hiking bike.
allowed, but it's not no scooters. They have signs that say no
It's
scooters.
been a hiking
No
bike trail ever
scooters. Those are
since.
super gay.
Yeah, like, don't be lame. They end up
no
in
no
the
scooters,
water.
no rollerblades, no.
Ever since Lady Bird Johnson anointed it with her pussy juices, it's been a hiking bike trail.
Yeah, the hike and bike trail.
Town like hiking bike
And
trail.
I think they don't want the I think they don't want the
I'm hiding all the
scooters
bikes.
on the trail so that they don't go in the water and fuck up the
Yeah.
dead bodies that
Yeah.
are floating.
The
there.
juice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
because
have
those
that.
dead bodies got to like go somewhere. If
Don't,
there's a
yeah.
scooter
don't go in the
way,
water. That's a crime scene.
That battery
That's
acid
tampering.
fucks with the skin of the dead bodies.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what all the
How are we ever-
Californians now are freaking out about the burnt asbestos in the air quality in L.A. Now that all the shit burnt. That's
Yeah.
They're going to have their own 9/11.
Oh no.
So you're saying the battery acid melts away the cum,
Yeah.
and then we'll never figure out
Who the murderer is.
Ain't no
Yeah.
battery
Jet
acid
fuel
melting
can't
away.
melt
Ain't
steel
no
beams.
battery acid melting away my cum. By God, I'm American.
Yeah,
So
that's pussy cum.
the end of that story though is I'm walking up and I see it all happen, and then as I'm walking past, the guy's like, "Yeah, you're taking up across the entire thing," and I walk right past the woman and I go, "Fucking retard!"
Yeah.
As I'm walking across, and then I go across the street and I turn to see if the guy's
Should've
still
said
yelling at him,
sluttard.
and there's another guy who's come up, and I see him push the bicyclist.
Yeah. Is
And
this
I
man bothering you?
and I almost marched right across the street and started yelling at the guy who pushed the bicyclist for being a white knight pussy, who's we got to come to the rescue of a stupid
Yeah,
woman,
just 'cause it's a
you know,
girl.
yeah. And but I stood there and watched it for a second, and it didn't escalate any further.
Yeah.
It's because if it had gotten like more pushing and shoving, I'd have gone in on the bicyclist side. It's like the Super Bowl,
Hey,
right?
hey,
Who the
sir.
fuck am I going to root for in the Chiefs versus the Eagles?
I know you're
I
upset.
hate them both, right?
She
So I
was
have to
actually
pick-
in
yeah.
the wrong.
Yeah,
She was
right.
actually, sir, can you stop punching him for a second? She was actually in the wrong.
So
I know you
because-
want to have sex with her, but she was wrong. Do you understand?
Because of his story, we're going to start being feminist, whatever the opposite of feminism is. Masculinism. We don't have. Can we have anything?
It's like men's rights, but those guys are pathetic.
So if
and
I
lame.
see a girl yelling at a guy in public, I'm gonna start going up and going, "Excuse me, sir, is this woman bothering you?"
Yeah.
And you're like the white knight of dudes.
yeah,
But it's the dark knight.
Listen, I wasn't
Fucking
here, but
Batman.
trust me,
Yeah.
she was
that
wrong.
guy's gonna go tell his friends. I was getting yelled at by my bitch girlfriend, and Batman came.
yeah, and he
Saved
stopped her.
me. It
Yeah,
was awesome.
Yeah, put her in her place. Yeah,
Excuse me, shut up, bitch. Is this woman bothering you? Ma'am, calm down. You're hysterics. We're gonna get you.
We're gonna take you to a doctor. He's gonna masturbate you.
It's time to go to Africa and get a female circumcision. Right. What you're doing to this man is just like a miscarriage. Exactly like a miscarriage. You're treating him like an abortion.
You're a Nazi right now. You understand that, madam?
Sir, is this woman bothering you? It would be so awesome, but
Yes,
most guys
yes,
are
miss.
gonna get
Please tell
pissed.
us more about your struggle.
Minecraft.
You can't
Are
do
you
that anymore.
struggling
This is Trump's
to-
America.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
oh yeah.
About time. Bye, Eric.
Remember that movie Civil War?
So is everyone from here? No one's from here. Here.
From
from
Austin,
Texas.
Austin.
From Austin.
Me and Eric are from Texas.
I'm also from
I was
Texas.
born and raised on this.
What's the Austin
Curve.
type? Stereotype person.
Austin,
Wait,
Texas.
say that again,
Insufferable cunts.
Yeah.
Well,
Say
I
it
mean,
again?
What's the Austin type person type? If you see it.
Well, originally it was hippies. It was like Willie Nelson type hippies,
Yeah.
and all the people in the '70s who moved here to free love and all that kind of stuff.
Guys with man buns and women that have sex with other men instead of them.
It's like white girls with ponytails and arm tattoos.
So you're
Definitely-
close.
definitely
It's
it's chicks
asshole
with
hippies.
tattoos.
It's dick
Yeah.
hippies.
Yeah, but-
Austin is anytime you see where someone's from on TV and they put their city under their name. If it's Austin, it's like a white-haired guy with glasses. It's like yelling about the Descendants or whatever. It's a dick hippie wannabe punk
Yeah.
person. It's like Portland, same thing.
Whites
Yeah,
only.
Yeah.
Asshole hippies.
Yeah.
Great.
And then like
Live
all
music capital of the world.
of them like wish that they were living in Portland.
Can I tell you a story about when I was trying to find a place here?
Yeah.
So I was trying to find a place here,
Damn.
So I
Sick
says
story.
to myself, I says, self.
and I see a ad on Craigslist for an apartment. It's $500 a month, which is way too cheap.
No Jews.
You know something's gonna. But I was like, I'm gonna check it out. But basically, it was like he's like a section off a part of the living room as a bedroom.
Oh, you're like Nick Mullen.
Yeah. So I I went to this place.
Was it Chris Cubis's apartment?
I went to this apartment complex. It is disgusting. Even like the outside of it.
So it was Chris
gross.
Cubis's
It
apartment.
was- and then I go into his place. There's like Raid cans all over the, just like sitting on the counter.
Good
And
stuff.
and the guy's like, yeah, so this is the place.
Real raid
And he's
flag.
like this old hippie dude, not wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
He's very skinny,
He's
like
Austin guy.
like a corpse. This guy.
This is Mr.
And
Austin.
he's like, hey, yeah, so this is the place. Let me show you the room. Which, like, we're standing in the living room. The room
I
is
have
just,
AIDS.
It's just
I spray
sheets.
raid on my AIDS.
It's just sheets, like across the, like, dividing. And
I hope you don't jerk off loud.
and he goes, and he
I do.
He opens the sheet. I hope you don't jerk off too loud, because that'll interrupt my jerking off, and it's really loud.
If it's loud enough for me to hear you over myself.
So he goes, so he opens the sheet. There's a guy in there sleeping.
This is the motherfucker you got to kick out if you want to pay $500 a month.
No,
to
he goes,
start
he
buying.
goes. So this is the room.
So
He's
just
gonna
make
be
sure
outta
that
here.
This guy's not here.
He's gonna be out of here by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, buddy, I'm kicking you out.
Nice.
He fucking tells him that.
He's like, you don't clean up around here, and I'm like,
Hey, you got to be the black guy at the
and
movie.
then oh,
Get
by
his
the way,
ass.
there was another guy. There was another guy there that really wanted this place, and the guy was like, he said, do you know anything about computers? Because part of the deal is like I had to help him set up his Facebook.
No,
or whatever.
no.
Oh,
And the guy's like, that other guy, he wants this place real bad, but he didn't know anything about computers.
You guys got to have a web off.
I can
Who
tell you
use
know
the web?
computers. I was
He's like, see, I can't install this thing called Facebook because I'm
anyway,
filled to
so
the
he
brim
kicks
with
this
child
guy out.
porn.
I'm like, you know what? I turn to the other guy like, you can have it. Yeah.
I can tell from your
And he's
glasses
like-
and your Converse
like,
that you know computers.
Seriously? I was like, yeah. I don't really mind. And the guy,
the guy's like looking 3 different ways.
Real?
yeah.
He's not even looking at you.
A hand job around the corner for this guy. Everything's sideways for him.
This guy is gay. I'm kicking you out, mister.
He's just there with a backpack. I'll move in right now.
Yeah, that guy was sad. He's
Do
like,
they
I
still
really
do,
need this place. I'm like, you take it, dude. I'll live somewhere else.
Dude, those guys, I checked out a couple places like that, and the old hippie guys, they always somehow mention that they were in a band.
Austinites.
That they were like here and they were in a band.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I opened up for
The Descendants.
Santana's sister. Like it's never
Santana's sister.
never the fucking
I opened for the third Vaughn brother.
yeah, exactly. It's never even
They're
They're so
not
far
even Jimmy.
removed.
It's just the third one.
yeah.
Kenny
I-
G. Vaughn.
I opened it.
Well, it wasn't me. It was my brother's band, but I was the.
I opened up
I
for
ran
Steve
merch.
Ray Vaughan's mom. She was doing a book signing or something.
It might have not been Stevie Ray. It might have been Stevie Wimbledon.
Maybe Stevie Vaughn. This is different.
Have y'all ever been paid
SV.
for comedy and drink tickets?
What's that?
You
No.
ever been paid in drink tickets to do comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah, at,
the boat.
Yeah.
I got paid in drink tickets at Taco Tuesday, over there behind the creek. You know that place?
Mm-mm.
The one with the. Remember they used to have the $1 tacos. What is that red pork?
Yeah, I love that place. The Yacht Rock Boy Club.
What is red pork tacos? What is that called again?
Pastor.
Al Pastor,
Al
yeah.
Pastor. Yeah, they have
Dang,
really.
just got
They have
out
really
Mexican.
Oh,
by a
look.
guy from Abilene.
yeah, I'm like.
Eric's accent came out. He's like, oh, yeah, Al Pastor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Ooh,
go to my
You have
Yeah.
to tell me what everything is called, and then I can pronounce it right. But I don't know what anything
Dude,
is.
I hate being. This is such a white. Like, you wouldn't understand because you're not white, but it's very tough for us.
From the
But, like,
ivory
I
hilltop
hate when
of
I'm like
privilege.
ordering like Mexican food because I either have to pronounce it wrong on purpose or just sound like an asshole.
Yeah, I'd
It's
rather
like-
I pronounce it wrong on purpose. I don't want to sound like that guy who code switches.
I went to that. There's like
I code switch, but only if they're not Mexican. If they're Mexican, then I stick to my original accent.
yes, I would like one quesadilla.
Because then they're like onions y cilantro, and I'm like, what? What's that?
Onions and what? Get that shit off my plate, man. Fuck. Just give me
Eric,
a
you don't have an
quesadilla.
accent of any discernible.
So my first language
From
was
Abilene.
was
French,
Spanish.
actually.
Believe it or not,
Yeah.
I knew Spanish for like 3 years,
Yeah.
and then I learned English,
What's your favorite
Did
Spanish
you lose
cuss
it?
word?
Te perdiste?
and I lost it. I don't know any
You
of
don't
it.
have it anymore?
Yeah.
We're doing
Wow.
some Spanish
So like I
later.
can say it's like wired in me to be able to say it right, but I don't know the language.
That's
at all.
like me with English.
It's in there, and then
Nah,
I
I'm
forgot
not
it
good at
after
it.
like 3 years.
Dad like me with English. Yeah.
Make word good.
Me not good at talking. Me very sad. Me masturbate. Masturbate, big
Me
words.
masturbate.
Make me horny. Big words make me horny. Big
I was watching
boobies.
Kill Tony last night, and they asked the guest, "What are you most afraid of?" And I was like, "Holy fuck, I don't want to be asked that."
They're just hoping they go blacks.
Everyone pointing and laughing at my tiny penis right now.
What are you?
What if
most
somebody
af-
just like got out their deepest thing on stage? They caught him off guard.
being ripped apart by a pack of pit bulls? Is that what you wanted, Tony? Is that funny? Can you make that funny? Please make it funny.
Yeah.
I've always thought of like various ways to be prepared for that.
Yeah, mine would be doing really, really good on Kill Tony and it doing absolutely nothing for my career.
Yeah, it means
And
zero.
never getting booked from
Yeah,
it.
right.
Because I forgot to do this with my arm.
Yeah. That's a Martin Phillips joke.
Making Red Band not like me.
You have any
So I want
hidden
Red
talents?
Band
I'm retarded.
Okay. I'm on fire.
I hid a talent up my ass, which is a biblical word for coin. There's a
Red
coin
Band?
up there.
You're
It's
right.
hidden. You want to talk? You want to see it? It's covered in poop.
My parents called me from France. I have one more France story for you guys.
So I was all better than you in France. Go
No,
ahead.
this is back here. My dad called me last week, and he was like, "There's a guy cussing in public here. He has Tourette's, but he's also from Tourette's. They're 2 towns over from Tourette's, France.
From the actual place that it's named
Yeah.
after?
I just imagine that whole town is just people going, fuck,
It's
shit.
gotta be a recessive gene.
I'd kill myself too if my
So
last name
some
was
girls
Gomes.
raised in a bad home where the parents
I was
are.
going, mierda, mierda. Or merde, or however you say it in French.
No me gusta France.
Y'all remember the Tourette's guy from like early YouTube? Ah, shit! Bullshit!
No, that's great.
I'd kill myself too if my last name was Combs.
Combs?
Combs.
I'll have to
Like
look him
Luke
up.
Combs?
Be like, life cereal. I think it was cereal. He'd be like, gay. Everything. He was just. And his wife would get mad. He'd be like, who the like? He'd be like in the shower, and they'd be like knocking. You're taking too long. Fuck you.
There's
It's
a-
me, Lisa. Shit. Everything he said was just fuck.
Dolly, we watched the Scottish one with you, right? Remember that?
Does
one?
he have Tourette's
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
or is he always having car trouble?
I think it was just an act.
There's
I
a
think
Scottish
that'd be
Tourette's
funny.
guy that's like tying his kids' shoes, and he's like, "Big fat tits, big fat tits,"
Okay.
all morning during school.
Yeah, we watched that one, and wasn't it? They took the 3 people with Tourette's and they made them go have a picnic together.
Yeah.
And it was just them saying
Listen,
crazy things
That
at
looks
each
like
other.
the Numa Numa
Be
guy.
somewhere where you're accepted,
That guy's
and they put
very
them off
fat.
alone.
Yeah.
We're gonna go where everyone loves you. There's no one here.
Tourette's guy. He joined YouTube in 2007. Wow. His name was Tony the Tiger with Tourette's syndrome. Maybe.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tony the Tiger with Tourette's
They're
syndrome.
rapes.
It just used to be Tourette's guy was
Yeah, Tourette's guy is the first rage YouTuber who went on to inspire other YouTubers like Boogie and some of the other guys or whatever.
Mhm.
I can't believe they forgave Tony the Tiger for saying the N-word with the hardest R ever.
and rapes.
Dude, Al. What the fuck is Al's last
They're
name?
great.
What is Al's
rape victims?
Al? What's that? What's that one guy? Al. He kind of talks like this.
Al Berry.
Al Berry. Yeah, Al. Al Berry. He had a really funny joke today. It's not rude to say someone else's joke on the podcast.
If it was-
Actually, I've never done my own jokes here.
Yeah.
It's always
Only
Is it
somebody
rude
ever
to-
stolen Dane
Well, I'm
Cook
saying
jokes.
I'm saying it's good. He did a good joke. I just heard it like an hour ago where he was like, "This is Tony the Tiger if he was a alt-right," and he was like, "They're racists."
They're out of here, buddy.
he did it justice. I didn't. It was funny though. In a dead room, it killed. So
There's got to be like a girl that was raised in a bad home with the parents fighting all the time that meets a guy with Tourette's, and she's like, "This is my love language. I was raised in this environment.
Oh
I
my
love
God, why am I so wet
yelling
right
and
now?
swearing is perfect for me. I could just move in with this guy. I'm just like both of my parents."
It's like my dad had Tourette's, so she meets this guy with Tourette's. He's like, "Fuck!" And she's like, "Oh, Daddy."
Stolen Tourette's valor.
I want to
just going
fuck
around.
my dad,
Yeah.
said every girl ever, right?
Dude, if you were raised by someone with Tourette's, you would think that mean people are nice. Because they would remind you of your parents. It would make you warm
They're
inside.
boring. It's quiet.
But I don't think because Tourette's people, they don't always tick.
I just picture the girl.
They're not
with
like a clock where they just tick all the time.
Even the stops Tourette's victim tells the right time twice a day.
There's a girl I did comedy with in Chattanooga. She said she had Tourette's, but I think she just wanted attention.
Did you
That's
just say
cute. That's a
nougat?
cute move.
Chattanooga?
He's a Chattanooga.
Nougat.
In Chattanooga.
That's racist.
Yeah,
a
back when I was
Chattanooga.
back in Nougat. That's what you need to start calling it.
New Chattanoogans with an attitude. You could do a comedy troupe.
Noogans. Dude, my
Did you
bullies,
New
my
ones.
bullies gave me Chattanoogies.
My Chattanooga. Sorry.
So we have our own
That's
homeless
not,
guy
that's
here
not
now.
cool or funny, Eric.
You guys know this neighborhood has come up now. We have our own homeless guy at the light.
Nice.
For
Really?
the first time. Have you seen him, Donnie? At the bread basket? He's on the median. He's got a dog.
No, I haven't seen a guy at the.
It's a dangerous intersection. He
Yeah.
could get hit by a red Xterra.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, no. We'll
someone
lose
who's
a
leasing
homeless
a
guy.
car
Yeah.
and doesn't own it.
One less guy to ask me for $1. Oh, no.
Damn, or he could eat like a poisoned McDouble that I
Shoved
saw
down his
someone
throat.
else give him.
You might eat a poisoned McDouble that I killed him with. Whoops. Whoopsie.
He might eat rat poison that I bought. Oops.
Man, I hope one day I get addicted to heroin and people make fun of how I just die.
One day I hope I get sclerosis.
That
of
would
the
make my
liver.
mom proud of me.
He died doing what he loved, making jokes happen.
He
You know-
died doing what he loved, fiending for heroin.
I don't know if it's fucked up, but I always thought if everything goes wrong in life and I can't make any of my dreams happen, at least I can go back to being a horrible drunk.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
just live with my family in my hometown and be like a complete
You were good at that.
sack of shit.
If
Just sleep
If
on a mattress with no cover.
Oh,
if
dude,
comedy doesn't
in a
work out,
back
are you gonna
room.
go back to drinking?
If it doesn't,
Because I'll
work
kill
out.
you.
I think I would have to be in a bad enough place to want to start drinking, to also be in a bad enough place to quit comedy. Comedy's too fun, dude. I don't think I could ever stop.
Yeah.
I don't see a life for the rest of my life where I'm not doing this.
You
anymore.
quit
It's
drinking
too
way
fun.
before you started doing comedy, right?
Yeah, like 2 years, 3 years before, 2-3 years.
What was
before.
like your, like the thing that
Who'd you rape?
kept your?
Who did you rape? Is that what we're asking?
My rock
Well,
bottom was when I
You ever have a SpongeBob?
fucked someone
teddy
against
bear?
their will. So what was the thing like the thing
that I did for fun during that time, or
the
what?
thing that you like replaced? You know, that kind of like kept you focused. You know what I mean?
Oh, exercise. Whenever
Yeah?
I stopped drinking,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I got really into the gym and running.
Well,
At the
good thing
time-
I don't have an alcohol problem.
You know what I'm saying?
No, particularly
fat.
running though. Like I started running like 5 miles like every day.
Nice.
And if I couldn't do it, I would be like furious.
Yeah.
Like if something came up and I had to like be with family or something the whole time, I would be there. I'd just be like steaming.
You get
Yeah.
euphoria.
'Cause I
So you would like
because I
hit,
couldn't get a
Euphoria.
run.
you would like hit
Yeah.
you would hit.
Yeah, I beat the shit out of my mom, dude.
You get runner's euphoria.
That's all I wanted to know.
That's how I was before COVID, before it all got taken
Can I
away.
introduce you to
just
my
go
mom?
run around the block. It's fine. What?
It's not fun, bitch. Blah, 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 blah.
You made me wait.
Actually, it is now.
Yeah.
You get runner's euphoria when you run?
Runner's high.
Yeah.
I honestly have ruined the way that I do
Come from
it.
running?
Your endorphin receptors or whatever.
Yeah, so like
Reamed it
honestly,
out too hard.
no, I like
I get
to
runner's
work.
high when
I like to work out high, and when you
Run
work
to the
out
bathroom.
high, it's harder to achieve that euphoria
Yeah.
because you're already kind of in that
I
state.
get runner's high when so I run as fast as I can and I bend over and I stick ecstasy up my ass.
Dude, I've
It's
sprint-
runner's high.
You go high.
runner's high is when
You're not gonna beat that. You're not gonna top that one.
I was just trying to think about Mexicans crossing the border, and when you're winning, you're like,
Yeah. Runner's high is when you finally get to America and you're like, I hope I don't get deported by the best president ever.
and then you do heroin, and you look back home, and you're like, oh, that was worth it. The runner's high. You know?
Hey, Donald Trump is gonna bring back. He's gonna establish an external revenue service. Did y'all hear that one? About like where he's gonna tax other countries
Yeah.
and
Yes.
to pay our taxes.
Well,
yeah.
Today he brought up the idea of penal colonies. of like
You love penal
taking
stuff.
our criminals and sending them to other countries
Things that are
We're gonna send them that shithole Puerto Rico.
where the
Everything
prisons are
penal.
cheaper than our prison system and worse, I guess.
I'm going to invent Australia 2.
Yeah.
It's gonna
The sequel.
it's gonna be in Haiti.
They'll have to. They can't say no.
There will be no crime because no one wants to get sent to Haiti.
We'll send them our cats and dogs. I don't know enough to be able to like riff on this because I have all the news blocked. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I just
Probably
know
a good
because like
idea.
the guy at work was like watching the inauguration and I watched the speech. It was very moving. I cried.
Oh, I watched the inauguration. Yeah, I watched the speech. The
Yeah.
30-minute one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that.
I didn't watch Biden's.
It's really interesting because like when you don't get all of the news, there's like you also don't get all of the narrative pieces
Yeah.
and everything. When things are like steaming, like you're supposed to be on a side socially of everything.
Yeah, on everything, yeah.
And I don't know what those are at all.
No, that's-
and so
yeah.
I
No.
just
They're dumb.
come out and I'm talking.
Well,
remove
you're
all
either
content.
killing babies or you're killing your dick off or
It helps in terms of
Are you on
like
the baby killing side or the Jesus Christ side, Eric?
Yeah.
There's really only two good. There's only really one side that makes sense.
Yeah.
He's like choice.
Do you want babies
Choice is
to
bad.
die or do you want Jesus Christ to save your soul? Which one is it?
Yeah.
Choosing.
No, but
Choosing is for
I'll
the
find
devil.
myself like in the middle of something like on accident that I didn't even like mean to get into because I didn't realize people are like up in arms about it.
Yeah.
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 Because I just didn't think it was that. I didn't.
All I
realize
said
that
was-
that one is bigger than
That's
the other
probably-
one.
The only thing
That's
I
probably a
said
good
was,
perspective to come
Israel
at
should
things
keep
from.
genociding Palestine. That's the only thing I said.
There's nothing wrong with the N-word, guys. We were doing it up
Business
until
as
like
usual. Not
7
asking for
years
change.
ago.
Not asking for anything. Just have tomorrow be
Can
like
you
today.
believe what the Israelis are doing to Palestinians?
Hey, on the real though, like people
Can I
joke,
get more ketchup?
people joke about it, but like, do y'all remember how like the entire, maybe not the entire world, but like all of America, I don't know, wherever I grew up, everybody was saying the N-word up until like, I don't know, maybe less than like 5 to 7 years ago. Everybody would say the soft A. Like I
Nice,
grew
the
up
hipster.
with
Yeah.
people saying the
Yeah.
soft A.
And all of a
No.
sudden it became like you can't even say the soft A. You can't
Yeah,
even say
you
a
can't do
rap
that.
N-word. You
Uh-uh.
have to.
You
Yeah,
can't even
have
sing
to-
it while you're like singing the song
Eric.
that you like.
Eric,
Okay.
I'm from Texas and I'm white. We said it with the hard R, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I used all mine up anyway.
He's like,
Yeah.
no, I actually
Use
don't
them.
remember that.
I
'cause I
never-
never said that.
I never
soft
did.
A.
I never did the I never did this bit, but it was like I will never say the N word, ever. I got it out of my system already.
Yeah. mine was. I'm not gonna say the N-word because I don't want to get lynched.
Yeah.
I like that.
Here's a fun thing about getting married. People
David
ask
Lynch, an
my
old movie made about me.
Yeah.
Heath, you have this to look forward to when you're a spouse. People ask my wife to tell me stuff when they don't want to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to have like a herald, like the Silver Surfer, to come and bring you news from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh, she already does that with my mom. My
So-
mom completely stopped talking to me and only talks to me through her.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
actually a good, preferable probably arrangement, right?
Well, I mean, I talk to my mom on the phone, but if she ever just wants to get me some information, it always goes through her.
Oh, you can start calling your girlfriend on stage.
Maybe.
To
Hey,
talk to
can
your
you
mom.
call mom for me?
Hey,
Tell
can you
her.
call my mom for me?
That's funny. That's a good idea.
So all the neighbors have told my wife to tell me that they don't like that I do a U-turn at the median.
What?
We have a
Hmm?
broken median with like 2 L's sticking up either side.
Yeah, you have to drive all the way down to
seven.
the stop
Do it.
sign because there's a little turning lane that
Yeah.
only goes one way, but you could go the wrong way into the turning lane to
Yeah.
get it to go that
Oh,
direction.
I see.
Yeah.
That's why I want
right
to
outside of his neighborhood.
That's why I want a pickup truck, so I don't have to read signs anymore.
Dude, none of the motherfuckers will say it to my face. I'm like, come talk to me, bitch.
They bitched to Kristen about
Yeah.
it. That's
And
awesome.
then she has to come tell me the neighbors are mad at you. Like, lick all my balls.
It's like, hey, you're turning now. Fuck you. That's what I feel like. That's the Austin streets in general. You're turning now. Fuck you.
Fuck you for turning.
Have any of y'all realized, even a lot later in life than you would think, that like you're not actually as good as you thought at like handling criticism?
Nope, never. And if you ever bring it up again, I'll fucking kill you.
I've lied at
Like,
every
I-
job interview that I work well under pressure. Nobody likes that shit.
Yeah.
That's
no,
a
you're
lie.
right, you're
Everybody
right.
lies.
But I really
love pressure.
I thought
on
I
me.
could like take like I thought I could have a talk with people
Yeah.
about like things that I don't
Yeah.
like agree with.
I hate
And
pressure.
I've just realized recently in life, like I will whenever it starts to get serious, I'll just start interrupting you and like,
No, man,
start
pressure
doing
makes diamonds, but diamonds are for faggots.
But diamonds are also like not good.
Well,
for
like
people.
no, I don't have a problem taking criticism. It's just that anytime somebody criticizes me, it's always bullshit.
That's wrong.
It's
What do you
always
mean-
wrong.
What he means? What
would
he
not
means
be
by that
incorrect,
is it's
then we
always
could
coming
begin.
from
Yeah.
a woman. He doesn't.
I don't listen to women. Yeah.
If a man who I respect and I don't look down upon criticizes me, then
Well, it's like-
maybe I'll think
That's
about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel you. I heard myself recently talking to someone,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, I've heard other people before any of this that are not connected to this person at all say the same thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm like, okay,
I see what they're saying.
It's
yeah.
me. I see it. I
Yeah.
see
Is
it
it
now.
would it be too like personal to ask like what they were talking about?
I mean, it happened like
The things
3
they
months
brought up?
ago, so it's not really that. It's not really that relevant. I was having
I'm just saying the thing.
me and
is-
my roommates were having like a house talk at some point. Like we had to sit down and actually like talk things out.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
Because in
I
a
hate
previous instance, somebody tried to ask me something to like not do something, and I like blew up about it because I just thought I was right and that it was a ridiculous thing to ask.
Yeah,
Work well
yeah.
under pressure. like
But
everyone
when
else.
we talked about it the next day, I realized, oh yeah, but I wasn't reasonable at all.
So
'Cause
what
we
was-
kind of went over the conversation.
What was that thing? I'm curious.
That I shouldn't take baths specifically on Friday.
in the vernal
Specifically
equinox.
on Friday from 8:20 to 8:45. That was a very specific time, and I remember thinking,
Look,
"This is
this is
insane."
your
Can you write it down?
masturbation corner. Don't be too loud. I'm
Yeah.
on the other side of the blanket.
Yeah, one of my
I can hear
roommates.
you jerking
That-
off in
was
the
it
tub.
Zev?
Don't make me say names on the fucking podcast. Don't do that.
I mean, well, I'll change his name. Was it Bez? Edit that out, Donnie.
it was a guy named Fev.
His Fez.
What's his name? Beep.
No, please, I don't want to.
Oh,
say
I thought
any names on
you
the
were talking
podcast.
about like somebody asked you not to do something that you do, and you realized, oh, I do that. I thought that was what you were talking about, but he just asked you something super insane.
Yeah. They just
Was
wanted
it that
me to.
specific? He was like-
what was the reason for it? What's he doing at
That's
that
not
time?
criticism,
Why is
'cause
it
you've
wrong
done
at
nothing
that
wrong.
time?
My roommate. Don't make me say specifics. I'm not trying to like get mad.
He's
at
not
him.
going to listen to
It's
this.
from
No
like
one-
10 years ago.
Yeah.
No, my roommate at the time, though, I guess
You're fucking stand up. Twirl a tail for us.
He just
Get
has
rid
to
of the
stay
names.
up later the night before.
Yeah. So it's too early in the morning for you to be taking a bath, basically.
Yeah, like conflicted with like a work schedule thing.
Okay.
Oh,
And so he could just hear the noise of the bathtub. And
I
the-
guess.
or he needed
Are you
to
are you
shower.
singing? Are you?
No,
are-
I only
are you
went in
being
there
like
to-
Ernie with I'm
No,
Rubber
I would-
Ducky. You're the one.
Are you
No, dude, I would
masturbating
literally go in
loudly?
there and take like these like 10-minute baths.
Yeah.
Like I like like how long it takes to fill up the bath.
Yeah.
That's as long as I would do it. Like
Yeah.
I'd fill up like hot water and just kind of like.
Yeah.
'cause
Dude, I had
when
a
it's cold, I like to take a hot bath.
I like to take a long
You know?
bath, and then when the water starts getting cold, let it out and then refill it.
yeah.
You ever do that?
I bet you look like a walrus in there.
Well, I'm not going to let anybody see that and then live.
It's over for you. I had a fat
You've seen
aunt
too
that lived
much.
with us, and she would take a bath every morning, and her whole sides were against the whole tub.
Oh Jesus Christ.
It sounded like fucking DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's.
Call the
I mean,
walrus.
that's. I don't know if you guys are like me, but sometimes just arguments that I had with like a boss at a job 25 years ago will just enter my head, and
I'm
I'll
like
get mad
that
about it
bad.
all over again.
Dude,
Yeah,
we
I'm
could do
like
a whole
that.
show of that.
Yeah,
No.
and there have been so
I
many
learned
of those
a long
shitty.
time ago. I don't think about as soon as I leave my job. It's a superpower. I think I don't think
Yeah.
about that job.
He's severed.
I'm
He's
good at
severed.
that too.
Although I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
have
I forget
I will have like
everything.
dreams that I'm late for work at a job that I quit years
Yeah.
ago.
Oh no, I have putt dreams. Whenever I was in high school, I worked at a putt. Well, actually, past high school for like 4 years, I worked at a putt, and I still have putt dreams where it's like it's right now, and I'm going back to that putt to work weekends for some extra money, and that my old manager is still there and all that kind of stuff. Like there's some jobs I guess just kind of imprint on you.
I'll have
a
a
way.
dream. So like my old job was like 4 hours away. I'd have these dreams when I lived in Tennessee. Okay, you need to be here a day after tomorrow. So
Yeah.
like in my dream, I'm like traveling to go to
Just
my
to
job.
Yeah.
And I'm
I always
just like-
had these ones.
And then
where,
halfway, I'm like, I don't work there. Like I
yeah.
I have to do this.
I would do this. Oh man, these bothered the shit out of me because they would be reoccurring. Where like, it's like the timeline had continuation, but only when I'm in there when I'm dreaming of it.
Yeah,
So like
yeah,
I had
yeah.
a math class. Like it's like I was in high school again.
Yeah.
And I would go to all my different classes, but every time I got to math class, I hadn't done the fucking homework.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't do it the last time. And then I'd dream of this like again, like
Yeah.
a couple weeks later. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, the last time I was here, I didn't do the homework. I don't think I've done the homework all semester. And I always had this looming feeling whenever I was doing that. So like I'd be hanging out with friends and then we'd get to the math class and it was like this nightmare where every time I got there, it'd be like, oh, now I'm like, it's like a year of these that I haven't done.
Yeah.
And I just realized at a certain point, like this one class, I'm just going to fail this class.
Yeah.
I had a similar one, but it was like I don't have enough high school credits. And so I have to go back to high school.
And you're 34.
And then it's like my first day, and I can't find the class, and I go into every fucking class, and I'm like, "Is this?" And they're like, "No, it's down the hall." And then I go down the hall, and it's just the wrong class every time.
They're pointing at your penis, and they're all laughing at
They're
your
like,
penis.
"You have a tiny dick."
Yeah. For me, those lasted a long time. For like most of my 20s, I would have high school dreams that I had to be back in high school, and I'm like, wait, I'm 26 years old. I'm such a loser. I didn't graduate. And then and then in my dream, I remember that I graduated high school. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here?
In your dreams,
I've-
Chris Hansen is staring at you the whole time. He's like, don't look.
That's why I'm
Don't
here.
look.
Yeah.
I have wet dreams about me in high school.
I have the Lollipop Guild from Wizard of Oz singing the "Come out in the sun, na, 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 light" song.
The
Then they're
ghost
all
of prison future.
pointing at my penis and laughing, and then someone's gonna find where the bodies are.
Yeah.
And then I wake up and I go, "Oh, I didn't kill anybody."
I've had that one too.
Sweet.
I've had
Y'all-
that one too, where you
Not a
kill
murderer.
somebody in your dreams,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Well, I'm a murderer now," and
Yeah.
then the whole thing's just waiting to get caught.
That happened to me. I killed one of my best friends in my dreams.
Yeah,
And I
But
was
wake
I
up
felt
and
so horrible.
apologize.
I had to tell him about it.
nice.
And he thought it was so fucking weird that I even dreamed it at all. Like, he didn't understand that like I
You're
was
gay.
hurt.
Yeah,
That I was like, I would
Dreaming
never
about
do
me?
that. I would
Yeah.
never. He was just like, you're fucked, man. I don't know what's wrong with
I had
you.
a
Stop
dream one
dreaming
time.
about
That,
me.
I had a dream one
Leave me alone
time.
in there.
That my
Stop
girl-
dreaming about me.
I had a dream
You
one
love
time
me?
that my girlfriend had a dream that I cheated on her, and she was mad at me. And I dreamed,
You can
I-
inception your way out
and
of
then
it.
I dreamed I killed her
yeah.
just because that was the dumbest fucking
Yeah.
thing to get mad at me
That's
for.
why I sleep on a chair tilted backwards
You
by
got-
a pool,
we've all
just
been
in
there.
case my wife gets mad at me and I have to go.
You know, I had an ex that had a dream that I cheated on her, and the next morning she was so upset about it that I was like elated that she cared. Like the fact that she cared that much, I was like, damn, this bitch loves me.
Oh, that's like that bit I do about like, if you ever leave me, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
It's the sweetest
Yeah.
thing anybody's ever said. Yeah.
Seriously though, I was
Yeah.
so like what's the word actually that I'm looking for?
Flattered.
Flattered, yeah.
relief.
Like that she just cared so much that it was like it just felt like such a betrayal. I was
Yeah.
like
I
was like, damn, she really gives a shit
oh
about
my
me.
God, I love you too.
Shut the fuck up, you piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yes.
Yes.
Because to me, like the meaning of what it is mattered
Yeah.
more. I was like, your feelings, I don't.
But the best thing about the best thing that to me about the I murdered somebody dreams are like in the dream I'm getting caught, like the cops are on to me or whatever, or they finally get me, and then I wake up, and for a second, whenever I wake up in my bed, I feel that deep satisfaction that like from their point of view they had me and then I just disappeared and I got away with murder. Those are some of the best dreams to wake up
That's
from.
actually a
I've
pretty
never
cool
had a
perspective.
dream where I like got caught, but I've had a dream where like I just like beat somebody to death.
It's
I
just
had-
like a
I've
mystery.
had
Like we were in
dreams
a
where, like-
fight, like we get in a fight, and I
Yeah.
just beat them to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Does
it
the
might
dream
have been.
end, or-
It's always a woman. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
It's only mostly women.
Yeah.
It's always a child. I can never see
It's
their
always
face.
somebody
Yeah.
I can take.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever scraped a windshield with ice?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Here, it's been like the last week, 2 weeks.
No, not while here.
I had to do it last week.
Well,
to
last
do it
week
here?
we had
Really?
ice on our cars and shit.
I didn't have ice on my
last
car.
week.
It was like a shaved ice.
I
It
left
could've
my
made a
car.
McFlurry.
Yeah.
I mean, my car was in my garage.
My car
because
was fine. I had it
my
parked
garage.
outside.
Yeah.
There's no chippers here. Y'all don't have the ice chippers at the AutoZone.
What do you mean, y'all? Like I provide them for everyone.
Yeah.
Look, back in Virginia on the East Coast, we got a scraper at the gas station.
On the-
Well, in
And everybody
Virginia,
can buy a
we
couple yellow one and a red one.
Yeah.
We
My
like-
car doesn't deal
we
with
like-
that issue.
In
'cause it's-
Virginia, we like to have sex with our cousins.
That's West Virginia.
That's how Virginians talk.
If you need to take
If
a
you
Viagra,
think it's only West Virginians fucking their cousins, then you need to get your dick out of your cousin.
'Cause you ain't looking far enough, honey.
Cause you wrong. Get that dick out of that cousin.
Have
Get
you
your
ever had
dick out of there.
Have you ever had the labyrinth dreams? Like you're in a room.
And you can't get out of?
No, so like I have these like. So, I guess I will be in a room and like there's like, you see the vent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like there will be like I'll be able to open it and I'll be like, oh shit, there's another room in there.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I can like kind of use like the vent when I open it up. I'm like I use that as a ladder and I shimmy my way in there somehow.
Yeah.
And there's another room that has a closet, and when I look in that closet,
Like
I open the
MC
closet.
Escher.
There's a ladder that goes all the way up.
Yeah.
And then what
And I can
happens
go-
when you come out of the closet area?
everyone's pointing and laughing.
And then I
at his
wake up.
penis.
And then I wake up feeling fabulous.
I almost told them.
For the longest time, I'd have dreams after I got this house. I would have dreams that I'm
Sounds so gay
in
when I
the
said that.
house, but there's extra rooms, and so it's like way bigger. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't even know I had this extra wing to my house, and I'm all happy. I'm like, this house is way bigger than I thought it was. There's gonna be so much room for activities, you know. And then I wake up and I'm like,
sex
oh,
dungeon.
yeah,
Yeah, when left to your own devices, it devolves into primal. What can I do with this room? Sex, dungeon, black, blood. Everyone would spare the devil's idle hands or the devil's playground.
Have y'all really never had those labyrinth dreams where a room just keeps leading to another room
I
and
have.
another room
No.
and another room?
I-
Have you
I
ever?
don't
Have you
either.
ever
I
had?
have had. I'm not even shitting you. Like, fucking. It has to be like thousands. However
Yeah.
many days I've been alive. I mean,
yeah.
thousands.
Have you ever had-
of
That's
them.
your dream
dreams where
thing.
you're like
Yeah.
driving a car or something, and you can't control it.
Yes,
I hate that.
I always appear in the back
In
seat.
reverse.
I
Or
Yes.
backing up.
Yeah.
Off a ramp at the airport.
Yeah.
And there's
There's something like universally in our psychology. Mine is like I'm going over an overpass, but the road isn't fully built, and so it's like I'm about to
Yeah.
fall off or whatever. Or
Wow.
something
everyone where
like
you
that,
go
yeah.
off a jump and then the car just keeps going.
Yeah,
up.
it keeps going.
Have
yeah.
you ever had them like where you're like you're trying to punch something and it's like
You can't
you
move your
can't
arms.
move your arms.
I always have these ones where I'm trying to sprint to it. This is how like logical. It's weird. So I've figured out that when I'm in my dreams that you can't sprint, but even when I'm in my dream, I've noticed you can kind of like fall backwards faster
Yeah.
than you
That's
can
funny.
try to run forward.
'Cause
And
it's
so I'll be in
assumption.
my dreams trying to like fall back because I'm like, this isn't running forward.
Damn.
And it gets me there quicker. Like
Eric's
I'm covering
in
more
Inception.
ground.
Yeah,
But I'm
he's-
still like
Like
suffering.
an alligator
Everything-
tail.
That's funny you say you can't sprint in your dreams, Eric, because that's the only time I do sprint.
Eric's
in your
dreams.
dreams.
Hey, I'm fat.
Hey.
Hey, I'm fat. I'm a fat guy. I don't like to exercise because I'm fat. I
No,
like
the
Mountain
driving
Dew.
one though, he reminded me of something else. Fuck. I
Well,
wanted to
there's
say it.
the frustration dreams. There's the I'm gonna hook up with this chick, and then you can't ever get to the point where you actually do. It's like like somebody interrupts. Or there's
PG-13
something else or
dreams.
whatever. Or there's
I
one.
used to have dreams like that when I would play poker. I used to play poker a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
I dreamed I had like the best hand.
Yeah, and you can't freaking get it down. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't flip it over, or like I'll like look at my hand again, and then they're different cards, or I'll
Yeah.
look at my hand, and it's like 5 different cards. I'm like, oh, you gave me too many cards.
That means that you're gay.
Dude, I'll
Yeah.
have.
It's the secret of dreams.
I wanted to write a bit about this because this happened.
The thing is
Like,
that you're gay.
my bad.
Did you ever have a dream where you're at an open mic or something, you're supposed to go on, and then like you never go on?
I
Did you
had
ever
a
do that one?
for some reason before I was doing stand-up comedy, like right before I started doing it, I would have dreams that I got called on at an open mic. Like one of my buddies finally put my name in because I always wanted to do it so bad, but I just didn't have the balls.
Oh yeah.
And that I would go up and I just didn't have material.
Yeah.
That means you miss your mother.
That's my reality.
Damn,
The dream whisperer.
it's true. It's true.
I had a dream that my dad
Where is
fucked
she?
my mom. Is that weird?
Yeah.
I dream I
'Cause
was
he was
sucking
never
the dude's
around.
cock. Does that make me gay?
Yeah.
I've had a bunch of
That's
those
not
dreams.
gay, is it?
Gay dream.
No, I had a.
I've
Y'all never had those dreams?
I've had both comedy and music dreams.
Well, let's
where
go back
I
to the dick
go
sucking.
on stage and I kill, I destroy. It's the best thing, and then I wake up trying to remember the jokes, and I can't.
yeah.
And the same thing with music. Like all of a sudden, I'm playing like music, and everybody's like loving it or whatever, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what were the chords that I was playing? What was that
Dude,
song that I wrote in my dream?
I've had dreams where I tell a joke and it's killing, and I wake up and I remember the joke and
It's
it doesn't
terrible.
make any fucking sense.
I had a dream like that actually once. I've only I remember literally only this one joke that was happening in a dream where I was standing next to somebody, and his name was like Gilligan.
I was just saying the N word over and over again.
It was like they were like introducing us. There was like a girl in the corner, and she's like, "So that's blah blah blah. That's blah blah blah." And the guy next to me, his name was Gilligan.
Mm-hmm.
He's Gilligan, and then they pointed to me, and they were like, "And that's Gilligan's Island." And everybody started laughing their fucking ass off.
Yeah, it was just some ridiculous like.
Yeah,
thing
it was
that
like
doesn't
they
make
roasted
sense.
me, and then
Yeah.
I woke up and I was like,
That
That
didn't
was
even make
funny.
That
Yeah.
fucking bitch didn't even make sense.
You want to go back to the dream to like what the hell, you know?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What a stupid joke. Yeah.
This cunt in my dream.
You ever be having a nice dream and you wake up and you're like, I'm going back to see what happens.
Yes.
Did that ever happen to you?
Yeah, and it's always weird.
I
Yeah.
always
It's always
come.
purple stuff.
No.
No, I had a dream
It's
about my
usually
ex.
different. It's usually different.
I had a dream about my ex-girlfriend, and so my ex-girlfriend, she's like married to a girl now.
Nice.
Yeah, I
That
did
means
that.
she's gay.
I'm a good
She
good
dreamt
luck
about that.
cuck
Yeah.
or whatever you call it. Anyway, now she's with women. I was the only guy she ever dated, so she dated women
You're like
Yeah.
a
for years, and then like we were together for like 4 years, and
You're
then now she's like back with.
Damn, that's a
Anyways,
long
right?
time.
I had a dream about her, and anyways, in my brain, she only dates women, right? I'm like, I've never had to worry about her being with a dude.
Yeah.
And in my dream, she like showed up at some party, and she was dating some guy, and you know how like in dreams you can't fight.
Yeah.
I challenged this guy immediately, and I beat his ass.
She did the Matrix.
And I wanted to write a joke about it because I was like, "What is that? That like you can never do it, but in this one, it like wasn't even."
yeah, it's
I was
because-
so mad that it was a guy. I was like, "A girl I can handle. I can't even."
well.
compete."
I feel like
You can only actually beat up a dude in dreams whenever you're
anytime
fighting
I
over
try
a
to-
lesbian.
anytime I try
Yeah.
to beat
Maybe
someone
that's
up,
the joke.
anytime I try to beat somebody up in a dream, it's either can't do it or beat them to a bloody pulp and they're
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, it's precision, tactical, bone breaking angles.
It's never like
Mortal
it's never like
Kombat.
we get in a fight and we're like, oh, that was really cool. Maybe we should stop.
Anyway, yeah, it's been cold, so I've been wishing I was in California. I wish it was nice and warm on the Malibu by the fires.
that actually does sound nice.
I come in from the driveway and scrape the windshield, and I see the news on TV.
I've been
and
trying
I'm
to
like,
spread
"Oh,
a
it's
rumor that
warm."
they're not real and they didn't happen. And that California's not really even on fire.
Yeah, where's that conspiracy
Yeah, California.
theory?
Well,
Come on.
California is just not real. That's the thing that you'll have to realize.
Yeah.
California's very real.
Did you hear this? Did you hear
No,
about
it's
this?
not.
They got a
Idiots
new
keep
firewood at the
moving
gas station called James Woods' Siding.
I've been there. It's just a long beach. It's not really. People don't live there. It's just.
She moved from Long Beach down to LA.
It's just Texas.
And now she's selling
New
oranges
Mexico.
by the freeway.
Arizona.
I was doing a character of a gay homophobe. The ghost guys is fucking each other. That's delicious. I mean, disgusting.
That's fucking
Every
aw-
pastor that I've ever
That's
known.
fucking awesomely bad.
It's the most
Mm.
beautiful, gross thing I've ever heard about.
Fellas, I gotta run.
Oh yeah, you have to go
Yeah,
get
you
pussy.
got your heart out. You got your date out.
Hard
Yeah,
in.
I am hoping to get laid.
hard out, hard in.
Good luck.
I probably won't.
Is this Hinge or Bumble or what's his name?
His name is Alexa Irizarry.
Nuh-uh. No, you're not, Eric. Stop it.
I don't know, that reminds me. I've been working on a joke about dating apps where I basically say everybody says I should try dating apps. So I got on this one called Grinder, but it's only guys. I can't find any chicks on it.
I was
That
trying to
is
do a
weird,
thing
isn't it?
about how, like,
People keep telling me I should try dating apps, but then I fuck these jalapeno poppers and I burn my penis. Dating apps.
Hey,
Am I
I
right?
kept trying to do a thing about how like if you're looking for really good weed, do not download Grinder.
yeah.
They don't sell.
Yeah.
They don't sell any weed products on there.
I'm trying to get my business and my 401k going, so I downloaded Grinder.
I burned my penis on a jalapeno popper.
Thank you, fellas. I appreciate y'all.
All right, thanks for hanging out, Eric.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It
See you
wasn't
later.
just a hot. It was also a spicy hot.
Would you like to penis hot pepper?
Would you like to slurp my chest?
Hello, this is gay Dracula.
I will slurp your chest.
All of my attendants are retarded.
All right,
The midnight hour has passed.
that's the episode.
Baby.
We're gonna probably switch to stream again, so
Hell yeah.
check us out. YouTube, Twitch, Godawful Entertainment.
Slaughter.
Nerd news.